Imagine controlling a highly lucrative piece of commercial property that generates revenue around the clock, but instead of physical bricks, mortar, and maintenance headaches, it exists entirely online. You never touch a physical product, you never deal with complex shipping logistics, and you never manage physical inventory. You simply own the virtual ground where high-value transactions naturally occur. This is the lucrative reality of digital real estate. It is a modern economic frontier where smart, resourceful individuals are quietly building massive wealth by identifying critical market inefficiencies and connecting local demand directly with local supply. The barriers to entry are astonishingly low, but the potential for scalable revenue is practically limitless for those willing to master the underlying mechanics. We are unpacking the exact strategy one ambitious entrepreneur, Alex, utilized to master local lead generation. By exploiting a massive gap in the market, he effectively became a digital landlord in an economy that is absolutely desperate for qualified, ready-to-buy customers. His journey provides a concrete blueprint for anyone seeking financial independence outside the traditional corporate structure. His entire approach centered on a powerful financial concept known as arbitrage. Arbitrage simply means identifying an asset that is undervalued in one environment and strategically repositioning it in another environment to profit from the price difference. It is the ultimate expression of working smarter, leveraging market imbalances to create pure profit margins with minimal personal friction. In the digital landscape, this entrepreneur applied the arbitrage mindset by capturing online search traffic at an incredibly low cost. He then turned around and began monetizing that exact same high-intent traffic, selling it as exclusive, premium leads to local service providers who desperately needed new business but had no idea how to acquire it online. The inefficiency he spotted was glaringly obvious once you understand where to look. Countless local contractors, from master plumbers to expert roofers and skilled electricians, possess incredible technical abilities but completely lack a functional online presence. They operate multi-million-dollar local businesses using outdated marketing methods, relying almost entirely on word of mouth or obsolete print advertising. While these highly skilled tradespeople were busy swinging hammers, pulling wire, and managing their crews, potential customers in their exact zip codes were desperately searching Google for immediate help. A homeowner with a burst pipe at 2 in the morning does not ask around for recommendations. They pull out their smartphone and search for immediate emergency services. To bridge this massive disconnect, our entrepreneur began building simple, highly targeted websites. He was effectively creating highly optimized digital storefronts tailored to specific, high-ticket services in very specific geographic locations. These were not complex e-commerce platforms, but rather lean, fast-loading digital assets designed with one single purpose, which was to capture local search traffic and convert that traffic into a phone call. He optimized these digital properties using local SEO. SEO, or search engine optimization, is the deliberate practice of increasing the quantity and quality of traffic to your website through organic search engine results. By understanding exactly what terms frustrated homeowners were typing into their search bars, he could engineer his sites to appear at the exact moment of peak customer desperation. A cornerstone of this dominant strategy involves securing and heavily optimizing Google My Business profiles. This powerful, entirely free tool allows local entities to manage their online presence across the entire search ecosystem, including the highly coveted map pack. Securing a top spot in those localized map results is the absolute holy grail for visibility, driving massive call volume almost instantly. By consistently applying proven ranking techniques, building authoritative local citations, and generating authentic reviews, his digital properties slowly but surely climbed to the top of the search results. They began dominating the first page for highly specific, high-intent queries like emergency plumber near me or affordable roof repair in his target cities, effectively intercepting the most valuable customers in the market. Once a site ranked and the tracking phone numbers began ringing, the true magic of the arbitrage model revealed itself. He was not a plumber, he did not own a fleet of expensive service trucks, and he certainly did not want to crawl under a house at midnight. However, he controlled the single most valuable asset in the entire transaction, which was the customer. Turning this raw traffic into actual revenue required striking mutually beneficial partnerships with the local business owners who were hungry for sustainable growth. He had to bridge the gap between his digital expertise and their physical service delivery. He sought out reputable, hungry contractors who could handle increased volume but were completely clueless about modern digital marketing strategies. His pitch was incredibly simple and entirely risk-free for the contractor. He would route the incoming calls from his digital storefronts directly to the trusted local service provider, offering them the first handful of exclusive leads absolutely free. This upfront value proved the undeniable quality of his digital real estate without requiring a massive initial commitment from a skeptical business owner. After experiencing the immediate, undeniable financial impact of closing those free jobs, these contractors gladly agreed to long-term partnerships. They transitioned to paying a fixed fee for every qualified lead generated, or they agreed to a flat monthly rental rate for exclusive access to the digital properties. The value proposition was irresistible because they were paying for guaranteed customers, not just vague advertising promises. This elegant arrangement created a highly scalable, location-independent stream of passive income. Passive income is revenue generated with minimal daily effort required to maintain it, freeing you from the traditional exchange of hours for dollars. While it always requires significant, focused, upfront work to establish the asset, the ongoing maintenance of a ranked local site is remarkably minimal. The true beauty of this specific arbitrage model lies in its limitless capacity for replication. Once he successfully conquered one specific niche in one mid-sized city, the exact same blueprint was easily duplicated. He began launching new sites across different high-ticket industries like tree removal, concrete pouring, and HVAC repair, aggressively expanding into new geographic markets across the country. Unlike investing in traditional commercial real estate, the initial capital required to launch these digital assets was remarkably low. Often it cost less than $100 to secure a premium domain name, set up reliable cloud hosting, and build a foundational website. This accessibility makes it an ideal side hustle for ambitious individuals operating with limited startup funds. This incredibly low barrier to entry drastically skewed the ROI, or return on investment, heavily in his favor. A single website requiring perhaps 20 hours of focused labor and minimal cash outlay could easily yield $500 to $2,000 in pure profit every single month. The margins in digital arbitrage are simply unheard of in traditional brick-and-mortar retail businesses. However, it is absolutely critical to understand that this is not a magical wealth button or an effortless path to riches. The digital landscape is highly competitive. Search engine algorithm updates, market volatility, and the constant threat of new competitors require ongoing vigilance, strategic adaptability, and a relentless work ethic to maintain your rankings and protect your digital assets. True, sustainable success in this arena demands the cultivation of genuine, high-income skills. You must master keyword research, persuasive content creation, and technical website optimization. Equally important are the interpersonal communication skills necessary to negotiate effectively with local business owners, building trust, and maintaining lucrative, long-term partnerships in a business environment that still values a firm handshake. Yet committing to mastering these exact skills fundamentally transforms your long-term financial trajectory. You shift your mindset from simply trading your valuable time for a stagnant hourly wage to actively building equity in digital assets. You are constructing a diversified portfolio of digital properties that work tirelessly on your behalf, generating revenue while you sleep, travel, or focus on expanding your empire. This specific strategy empowers you to take absolute control of your economic destiny. It insulates you against the very real threats of corporate downsizing, stagnant wages, and unpredictable job markets. By creating your own diversified, location-independent revenue streams, you build a fortress of financial resilience that no employer or economic downturn can easily dismantle. Your path to executing this powerful strategy starts today with a single, focused action. Begin by identifying just one underserved local service niche in a mid-sized town with a population between 50,000 and 100,000 people. Register a clean, keyword-rich domain name, set up basic hosting, and lay the foundational framework for your very first digital property. As those initial, highly targeted leads begin to trickle in and you secure your very first paying local partner, the immense power of digital arbitrage becomes an undeniable lived reality. That first taste of decoupled income fuels your drive to optimize, replicate, and aggressively expand your digital footprint, transforming a simple side hustle into a formidable, wealth-generating enterprise. Hustle Arbitrage is your dynamic blueprint for uncovering hidden income opportunities and building sustainable wealth, empowering you to turn smart strategies into tangible financial freedom, one intelligent hustle at a time.